Hello. Welcome to my series of videos on my book Philosophizer's Bible. This is actually the last video in the series. Unusually for me, I've already made 3 full starts, so I must be a bit nervous about it. But I will just carry on regardless now, regardless of, even if I say something really stupid, I'm just going to carry on. Behind me is an image from a film by Ingmar Bergman, The Seventh Seal. On the right is a knight returning from the Crusades, and on the left is death. And it looks like the death is choosing which colour to play, because the chessboard is being turned to the side. So I use chess as a kind of an example of how people live in false hope. I mean, it's a false hope to think you can beat death in a game of chess, or in any game for that matter. But apart from that, I'll let the chapter speak for itself. I wanted to say something about the book. I've learned a lot reading the chapters of my book on these videos, and I feel good about it. I don't feel that I've made any serious misjudgments. I've said all I wanted to say. And I did say in earlier videos that I couldn't imagine writing anything more after this. But you never know. I'm uploading another video as well as a kind of a bonus, a very short video. And that gives a possible hint as to a possible 3rd book on the Philosophizer theme. I don't know, it's too early to say. I did see a documentary which really made me think about flat earthers. And if you look up flat earthers on YouTube, you'll find loads and loads of videos. And what really amazed me about this was how a whole group of intelligent people could get together and reinforce one another's beliefs in such a way that they are completely immune to criticism from the outside. And whatever you say to them, they will have an answer. And whatever you say to try to prove that the earth is not flat, they will have an answer to it. And even when they actually perform an experiment, and it's a really good experiment, to prove that the earth is flat, and the experiment obviously gives the result they didn't want, they find a way to explain why the experiment failed. It's just amazing. And this really does seem to me to characterize large portions of the academic world. When people get together and they have shared assumptions, especially in a subject like philosophy, they're immune to criticism. They're absolutely certain that they're right. And you cannot dent their sense of certainty that they are going about doing their philosophizing in the correct way. I'm under no illusions about the potential of this book to change anybody's mind. I think it's very small. But for my purposes, it doesn't matter, because I have moved forward. I understand more, I see more than I did before. And I shall continue along my journey to who knows where. Okay. Fool's Hope. Picture the hero and heroine in a motel bedroom, early morning. Their last embrace. Pursuers are closing in. There's no possible escape. Yesterday evening you were spotted in your stolen car heading this way, and now they have you. It's only a matter of time. And yet, at this moment, this delicious moment, you imagine somehow that you could still break free from the tightening net, find some clever move, run and dodge, and make it to South America. I've seen that movie countless times, or variations on the theme. The last few moments of peace before the desperate final act. The good-natured camaraderie of the Alamo. Custer's heroic last stand. Jewish men and women crouching in alleyways and behind windows with their makeshift weapons at the start of the doomed uprising of the Warsaw Ghetto. A last kiss before Armageddon. What is there left to do when all hope is gone? Nothing. Everything. Slaughter the grey uniformed thugs who have destroyed your world, as many as you are able. Enjoy the killing, relish the blood and burning flesh and the spilled guts, while you can. Go out in style. One of the earliest lessons in the game of chess is about the futility of hope. Hope chess is a loser's game. You hope that your opponent has not calculated more than 2 moves ahead. You hope that your moving your queen out so early in the game has taken your opponent by surprise. You've no idea whether your unsound mating attack can possibly succeed, but there's always the small chance that it will, and then you will have swindled the game. In chess, swindling a game is when you win a game that you should have lost, because your opponent, you succeeded in bluffing your opponent, basically. Let's say that by any cool assessment your position on the board is untenable. You're only 1 pawn down, but there are too many undefended squares. Your pieces are tied down. Each move you make worsens your position. Zugzwang. Defeat is inevitable. It's a matter of pure logic. And yet, all this noise and kerfuffle, whatever we do, despite everything, each and every one of us is still going to die. All you do is head straight for the grave. Does it really matter how or when? If the feds get you, the feds get you. If you're in check and there is no safe place to move your king, no way to block the check, then you lose the game. It's called checkmate. Those are the rules, or rather not if, but when. That's all there is, or will ever be. I am seeking an answer to the question. There is no answer to the question, no possible answer, for reasons I've already explained. No possible account of existence, of what is, could ever be deep enough, long enough, big enough. And of course, what is. Part of that is why I am here, why there's a world, why there is I. The two are inseparable. And yet I persist in my search, not because I hope against hope. I have given up hope, renounced it completely. Religious mystics talk of seeing the face of God. I see the face of the question. I see into its unutterable depths, while you, and I don't mean you, everyone, I mean those who do not see, you see nothing but your familiar everyday surroundings. You're imprisoned in the mundane. All hope is fool's hope. You put your faith in some state of affairs that might or might not come to pass at some time in the future. And when that time arrives, what then? Was it everything you expected it would be? Is success all it's cracked up to be? Or winning a chess game? Or killing Nazis? How many Nazis would I have to kill before I had killed sufficiently many? There is no number. Not even if every German who has ever lived or will ever live is a Nazi, and they're all lined up in front of me. In other words, the futility of revenge. I know with absolute certainty that there is nothing I can achieve, because no mere achievement would make me content. Let's say I have hopes for this book, as an author would modestly say. How well would my book have to do to satisfy those hopes? If it was a bestseller, would that be enough? Number 1 on the non-fiction list? What if everyone in the whole country read my book? If my book became more popular than the Holy Bible, it still wouldn't be enough. What is there if there is no hope? You need to stand back, get outside yourself, if only for a few moments, and see, let go. Either you have what you want now, at this very moment, or what you want is unattainable, regardless of all your futile imaginings. I'm not just saying with Wittgenstein that happiness is living in the present. I didn't ask for happiness. I don't give a hoot about happiness. I've already said what I want, and I'm tired of repeating myself. I want to be motivated. I need something to motivate me that isn't just some future state that I hope for, like escaping justice or killing Nazis or being more popular than Jesus. Just sitting here at my typewriter, hitting these keys, watching the lines print out, is already ecstatic in a small way. I'm no longer just sitting or just typing. Meanings are being created in front of my eyes, meanings that I inhabit, that are me, and also not me, my extended self. With every passing moment that I philosophize, I grow, I become something more, I understand more, I see more. Writing is part of the process, an essential part of making myself better. I don't just mean in the sense of healing, not in the sense of accomplishment either, though it seems paradoxical to say this. Writing makes me more than I am. I am the words you see written on this page, or here in this video. I am writing myself. For years I have performed to an audience that was for the most part invisible. I blogged, I made videos on YouTube, I authored thousands of web pages. Not for the applause. I did this all for me, so that I could be more than I am. It worked for a while. It did the trick for a while. Time moves on. There is no need to perform as I once did. Now I dance in silence. The music stopped hours ago and I didn't even notice. And now that I have noticed, I know, with absolute confidence and certainty, that I never needed the music in the first place. That ending is a little bit ironic, but you will see in due course. As I said, the second video I've uploaded gives a possible clue to another book that I might write. But yes, in a way the music did stop, because in my heyday, as it were, when the Pathway School of Philosophy was in full swing, everything was going along nicely. The articles were coming in, the essays were coming in, I was regularly producing content on the web, and so on. That's changed. Things don't go on forever. I had to retire to give myself time for my own work. And now any music that I make, any music that I dance to, is music that I will make for myself. Once again, thank you for watching these videos. I'm not going to say I will be back, because I honestly don't know at this stage. But look out for the bonus video, and I hope you enjoy it. Goodbye.